How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, 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 hello. Ooh, gonna share this. Do you ever feel a little bit like you can't make a decision on something? You're struggling a little bit. I used to suffer quite a lot with it. I'm sure there's still moments when I do. I just learn to catch myself a little bit quicker than I used to. But you know when you're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on a particular issue and you don't seem to be able to set your mind on any one thing, especially in the areas where you're not feeling all that comfortable, okay? Because when it comes down to it, it's easy enough to make a decision in familiar ground where you are used to making very quick, very firm decisions because you're quite used to it. Whereas when you go into a new arena, and you know what, as a leader, you'll always go into new arenas. But you go into a new arena and you find yourself second guessing and dilly-dallying and wondering, and hey, this is the Church of RNK. I'm Rosemary Nonny Knight. Share it. Yes is amen's absolutely acceptable. So yes, amen if you're hearing what I'm saying and if it's resonating a little bit with you. And anyway, yeah, question. Do you struggle a little bit with making decisions? Do you find it a little bit of an issue to know what the right thing to do is? Do you struggle with that? Because as I was saying, yeah, I used to struggle with it. I still do. There are moments, there's certain things, especially when I'm going into a whole different realm, yeah, that I can find myself doing the back and forth, not sure, who knows, I don't know, oh, this and that and the other, and then you give yourself a bit of an out to move forward because you're just not sure. You're not sure what to do, what to say, how to say it, this and that and the other. I presume the thumbs up is because that's what you feel like. Or you just thumbing up because you just absolutely adore me, in which case that is cool too. Basically, I'm just sharing this around the place and I'll be with you. But I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this area of life because, yeah, it is definitely something that I have suffered from. Oh, Facebook is asking me to prove that I am who I am. Any moment now, they're going to ban me or something because they keep don't liking me share things. I'm going to leave it at that. Basically, I'll share it to one more place and then I'll be done with this because, yeah, it's been a bit crazy. Yeah, so tell me, do you struggle? Do you struggle with decision making? Do you find yourself dithering between what seem to be a range of good enough decisions or good enough solutions, but you're never quite sure which one to go with? I'm going to affirm something with you, or this is our affirmation for today. Let's see if I remember it. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I trust myself. And again, I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I trust myself. Okay, so this is a thing actually. This is something that I kind of was thinking about and realized that as a leader, as someone who wants to, impact nations, as someone who feels called to more, there are going to be times when you'll have to make a decision that you're not completely comfortable with because there are people looking to you for some kind of guidance, okay? And you may not be any more sure than anybody else around you, except you are the leader. And guess what? You have to get over your own nonsense and decide that you're going to make a decision anyway. And you may not know all the ins and outs of that decision, but you have to make a decision because people are looking to you. And you say you want to be leader, then those are the breaks, man. You have to be the one that sounds certain, even when you're not. It's like I think of when I was a pharmacist, and again, it became one of those comfortable places for me. And so then it was easy to make decisions because I knew that I was the one that knew more than everybody else there. So I had to sound as though I knew more than everybody else there. And so people come in asking for, help with whatever it is. And I know that actually any of these drugs are as good as the other really for this particular thing you're trying to get a solution with. But I know if I say that to these people, they're going to leave not knowing which one is going to work for them. Okay, so in that moment, I had to make a decision that I was leader. Okay, so I would pick one thing, even if it was completely equivalent to everything else right next to it. I would pick one thing and I would put it in front of them and say, this will fix you. Okay, now for regular people, they might think that is wrong. How can you do such a thing? Why can you do such a thing? Because you are leader. You are leader. That's why you can do such a thing. That's why you must do such a thing, because people are looking to you for guidance. And you don't have the luxury of dithering back and forth and here and in and I'm not sure, oh, I don't know, oh my gosh. It's like with children as well. If you're a parent, you have to make a decision as to what you think is the best thing for them right now. Even if you're not completely sure, they need you to step up and be leader anyway. And so yes, we can say to ourselves, but I'm not sure. Affirm again, you are wise enough. You can trust yourself that you will make the best decision right now for whatever needs to happen next. Or else you stay in this place of, oh, I don't know, oh, I'm not sure. And it gives you an out. It gives you an out. You don't have to make a decision. So therefore, you don't have to, you know, move forward. Nobody can completely hold you to anything. And that's not leadership. That's not leadership. If you say to me that you want to create a lot of wealth and you want to impact lots of people, honey, you've got to make some decisions. And you're going to make decisions in places where you are not comfortable at all. Not comfortable at all. But if you choose to step up as leader in that arena, you're going to have to figure out a way to get beyond your internal uncertainty and start to trust yourself. Start to trust that actually inside of you, there is incredible wisdom. You have access to spirit, you have access to source, you have access to higher power, God, whatever you wish to call it. And so therefore you can make a decision. You may change your mind later, because that's another thing. People sometimes don't want to make decisions because they're worried that once they make that decision, forever and a day, you are now committed to that decision forever. And that's not the truth. That's not the truth. The truth is you will make a decision today based on your best information today. Okay? And then tomorrow you might be party to new information, in which case you change your freaking mind. Okay? And that's absolutely fine, because sometimes people get really addicted to this. Oh, I must be predictable. I must be predictable. If I say that this is going to be this way right now, then that must be the way I mean. That must be the answer for all time. No, it doesn't have to be. You might actually wake up tomorrow and get new information, which makes you change your mind. Okay? And that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. You're not stuck. You're never stuck. You always get a choice. But in the moment when people are looking to you for a decision, you need to make one. Okay? You need to make one. Sometimes you don't know. You need to make one. Imagine being in a war somewhere. And yeah, of course you don't know what's going to happen. You know you might be sending people out to their death and you are the leader here. And they're all looking to you, waiting for you to send out some command. And you know that if you make the wrong decision, some of these people looking at you are going to die. Literally. Now, thank the Lord, I've never been in that position myself. But there are people that have to make those decisions. And it's like, what are you going to do in that moment? Dither? Oh, well, I don't know. I just need to go and check with the oracles. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so then your lack of decision means everybody dies anyway. Basically, and it's like, we don't have that luxury, guys. Okay? If we're leaders, if we're here to impact lots of people, if we're here to help, if we're here to change the world, if we're here to create a lot of wealth for ourselves, for our families, for whatever, then there is no space for this. Yeah, it's an excuse. You know what? And I don't talk to anybody from a place of judgment or anything. You know that, surely. Because I'm not about judgment at all. I only talk about stuff that I've had to go through. I have to go through time and time again. I don't really talk about stuff that I know nothing about. Because this is the truth. I know that I've been that person, and my coach used to call me up on it all the time. My husband still calls me up on it every so often, especially in realms where I just really don't care. Basically, who wants to clean the toilet? Should it be this daughter or that daughter? I don't care, basically. But then at the same time, in more serious things as well, I can be known to just go back and forth and back and forth. And I know that that's a trait that isn't great, okay? Because we need to be able to, for this moment, make a decision based on the best wisdom we have right now. and be willing to, you know, suffer the consequences of it, whatever it is, whether it's suffer or enjoy the consequences, because it could go either way. And then also be willing to change our mind if necessary, and be willing to look like an idiot to people who thought, but you said, yeah, but well, I said that then with the knowledge I had, okay? It doesn't mean that you go into making a decision expecting that you're going to change your mind and chuck out what you thought about in the first place, but it is being able to live with uncertainty. And that is a trait of leadership, honey. Being able to be comfortable whilst uncomfortable, okay? To appear certain even when uncertain. That is part of leadership. For regular people, they will say, but that's dishonesty. You didn't know. Yeah, what? So we're all supposed to hang around talking back and forth to each other forever, waiting until somebody knew? Basically, there's some things that you'll never completely know. And there will always be more knowledge being put out to you. What are you going to do? You all stand in a circle, kind of, what should we do? I don't know. I don't know. Should we hide in the bunker? Or should we wait and hope and pray that nothing happens? I don't know. Really? You're going to do that for how long? How long are you going to do that? Somebody has to step up, be the leader. That person is you. That person is you. Affirm with me again. Affirm with me again. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I trust myself. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I trust myself. And this is the thing for spirit-driven entrepreneurs listening in to me. You know you're not alone, okay? You know you're not alone in making these decisions. You're not the only thing inside of you. You have access to incredible wisdom. And you can tap into that anytime you want to, okay? Because spirit is always speaking to you. Does that mean that you cop out and think that, oh my goodness, you know, I'm just going to wait until I'm sure I heard from the heavens? No. Honey, when you need to make a decision, you need to trust that the answers come very, very quickly, because that's another cop-out that spiritual people do. Oh, you know, I'm waiting to hear from the Lord. Nonsense. The Lord already spoke. You weren't listening. Okay? You didn't want to hear what was said, and so therefore you kept telling yourself you weren't sure. You're very, very welcome, Barbara. Thank you. But it's like, get over that stuff. We have to get over that stuff, because, honeys, if we are going to impact people, we're going to change the world around us, there is no room for this, you know, wishy-washiness. There isn't. There isn't. And you know what? I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you, okay? So I'm not coming here from a place of judgment and saying I'm some kind of perfect person. No, I have my moments when I'm just kind of like, ooh, caught up in indecision. It's just that I recognize now that that is just a luxury I cannot afford, okay? That luxury has meant that I've wasted a lot of time, you know, standing around, sitting around, telling myself I don't really know what to do next. Yes, I did. And so do you, okay? So do you. You always know what to do. Always. You may not want to do what you know to do, but that's a different thing altogether, okay? But you always know what to do, and you need to start affirming that to yourself instead of affirming to yourself all the time, oh, I don't know, I'm not really sure, oh, I don't know. Yes, you do know, okay? Because the moment you can start saying that kind of stuff to yourself, oh, I don't know, and you know what, I find that from my coaching calls with my clients, it's like, yes, you do know. I don't want to hear I don't know from you, because the moment you say that to yourself, it's like your brain shuts down. Oh, okay, well, he doesn't want to know, so let's just leave him. Let's just leave it, okay? And it's like, come on. We do not have that luxury, okay? We live in a world that for some people is going to hell. And why? Because leaders are not making decisions about what they know they need to do, okay? And it is time that you woke up. It's time that you woke up and started putting that purpose, that dream, that calling into actual action instead of telling yourself you don't know what to do. You do know what to do. You just don't want to do it. At least be honest with yourself about it so that you can start from a real place rather than a fake place of, oh, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do, okay? I do. You do. Okay, affirm with me again. I am wise enough. I am wise enough. I Okay, and that, my honeys, is the Church of RNK for today. Just exhorting you to recognize that you are wise enough for the decisions that are presented to you. You are wise enough to come up with the solutions too. You absolutely know what to do next. You are a leader, so you need to start acting like leader and making those decisions and coming from a place of, you know what, with the information I have right now, I will make a decision and I will very confidently, calmly put it to the people who are looking to me for a solution, because I am leader, okay? You are leader. You are leader. If you're listening to me, you are leader, okay? You are leader. You need to start acting like leader, okay? Okay, and you know what? Something that will help you do this is brain training, because this is it. Most of us have been trained to be followers. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a follower. Nothing wrong at all. But there are certain people who are called to leadership, and you know it, okay? You know it. You've always known it. There's always been something inside of you that said, I am here for more, okay? In which case, you need to untrain the followership and retrain into leadership, okay? And that's why I'm inviting you to brain training for deliberate millionaires, because that is, you need to get your brain, okay, retrained from thinking that you have to wait for somebody else to come and make a decision for you, or that you don't have enough wisdom inside of you to make a decision, or that you can't see the opportunities in front of you to do something different, or any of that stuff. You need to train yourself away from thinking that way if you are going to do the work that you're here to do on this planet. If you are going to create the wealth that you want to create here on this planet, then there's no more room to act like someone you are not. You are leader. You are not follower. You are not sheeple. Somebody put it this morning. I was listening to a thing this morning. She was like, you can't be acting like sheeple. Like, that is the truth. And yeah, okay, whether you're a follower or a leader, the truth of the matter is that you make a decision as to who you choose to follow. You make a decision when you're a leader to lead, okay? It is a decision-based choice, okay? You can't just passively fall into place, because then you become sheeple, okay? And you are not sheep. You are not sheeple. You are born for more. You are born to dominate in the realm that you are born to dominate in, and you know it, okay? You know it. So right now it's time to retrain your brain for your real, true position in life. You need to go over to rosemarynonny.com/brain training. Go join in, okay? We start on Monday. There's an early bird offer on it right now. So if you get on board, and listen, I'm speaking to both Deliberate Millionaire members as well as non-Deliberate Millionaire members. If you get on board now, then you get the early bird price. Otherwise, you get whatever you get afterwards, okay? Because this is it. You need to retrain your brain. You are playing at a lower level because that's the way you were trained. Okay, and you know, life has come and thrown all kinds of things at you, and you try to fit in with everybody around you when you know you're different. And it's time to really step into that, okay? To step into the fact that you're called to lead, you're called to impact people positively, and yes, you want to create a heck of a lot of wealth doing that. You need to get your brain into the right place so that you're able to move forward a bit more powerfully, a lot more powerfully, a lot more confidently, a lot more bravely, claiming the life that you are born to live. You ready? It's rosemarynonny.com/brain training. Go and jump on board. You no longer have to be caught up in indecision. You are wise enough, okay? Okay? Be singing the song to yourself and just keep reminding yourself that I am wise enough. Whatever decision you're facing right now, I am wise enough to come up with a solution. I trust myself. I trust that I will come up with the right solution, that inside of me there is incredible wisdom and I have access to it, and I tap into that wisdom. I am wise enough. You ready? Until the next time, it's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live, because you absolutely want to. It's been a pleasure having you guys with me. Share it. So there's a share button somewhere. If you're not already subscribed to these live streams, join in. The Church of RNK is unmissable. Basically, you need to be on it every single time you see it come up on your feed. Okay? Until the next time, guys, as always, a pleasure. I just watched Passengers, went out with my hubby, watched Passengers, and it was cool. It was cool. The end was interesting, but it was pretty damn cool. So if you're looking for a film to watch this weekend, maybe that's the thing to go and see. Okay? Anyway, much love, my honeys. Going to sit with my family. speak more to you guys soon, okay? Much love.